So, we are winding down your Oya on the double nines, heating things up in the Shango's Thursday with that double 10 energy, and it's Altheria's solar return. And who's Altheria? My cousin. Don't worry about it, but let's talk about it. It's the Thursday of new beginnings.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekale if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. And as always, I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. And we are winding down your Wednesday night, October 9th, 2024, and the daily numerology aligns with the day of the month on Oya's 9. And we are winding down Ojoriru, or the day of confusion. And confusion only comes about because y'all know the Orisha Eshu got to throw those tests at you to find out where you are from where you were. So address all confusion in your life from a spiritual standpoint, and that is when you really start to grow. It is the third Wednesday of autumn equinox, as well as the third of Libra season, and the moon tonight is waxing in house 9 Sagittarius. Oh wait, I think it's in Capricorn. Nope, it's waxing in Capricorn. I'm a house behind. So we're waxing in house 10, Capricorn. And you really want to increase your groundings while Oya's winds are blazing all kinds of changes. And we certainly want to send our hearts and our prayers out to our brothers and sisters that are in Florida that are enduring Hurricane Milton. And let's just make sure that we're all on standby to do what we can to pitch in and help, because we in that age of humanity, you guys. We've got to take care of each other, and no one's going to take care of us but us. So let's get down to it. When the clock strikes 12 and Oya passes that time clock to Shango, then we leave the Mercury and Uranus ruled Wednesday into Jupiter's expansion in Thursday. And we got a new beginning. So let's get to that so my 6 a.m. listeners aren't talking too much about yesterday. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. mystic forecast on radio for the road less traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Thursday spreads Jupiter expansion. Cheese. Sensual voices of the fathers. Sacral chakra healing. Iba Sango, Iba Dada, Iba Aganju. Welcome to Thursdays on the Mothership. 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So it's Thursday, 10/10/2024, and we know 1010 is a serious angel and spirit number. And it's boiling down to a daily numerology of a 1. So the air is freshest after the storm, and 1 is ideal for new beginnings. And I want to give a special shout out and a happy solar return to my cousin Altheria, who was born on this day. And I know she's going to trip out when I use that name, but it's just so much power in it. Altheria. Anyways, happy solar return, girl. Your cousin loves you. So I named tonight's show after my cousin. And it's her solar return, and she was born on that double 1010 energy. I love it. Third Thursday of autumn equinox and of Libra season, and we are still cruising through the second decan of Libra season. So if you were born between the 3rd and the 13th, you are actually half Aquarius. And like last night, the moon is waxing in the house of Capricorn. In the comedic way of the stars, we're still in the season of Bast the Cat Goddess, and in the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the distance. So be prepared to go the distance to manifest what it is you need. And if you were born on 1010, like my favorite cousin, then happy solar return. May the ancestors of Mare, Orishas, and all saints of your respective faith bless you with many, many more filled with Boba Ire. But if you were born on this day, you are bright and cheerful. You're witty, and you're a general favorite. Your carefree ways really balance your strong character, your good judgment, and your capability in handling any situation. You have many real friends. You love your home. You're affectionate and demonstrative in your love. Ashe. All right, other 11 houses. Haterade is not alkaline, so make sure you are showing those Libras in your life some love as they turn up in their season. Because you know good and darn well when your zodiac season rolls around, you're going to want the world to turn up with you. So do yourself a blessing, child, and sow a good seed of karma. And while you're at it, break out that natal chart and study the balance and scale energy in you. That's right. Pull out your astrology chart, study your placements of house 7 of Venus and of Libra. And that's how you find out how you work with Libra energy. And if you need some help understanding that, the Mothership has its own spiritual guidance and mentorship hotline at 314-200-0368. I'll be right back with the retrograde report. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and you are listening to the forecast on radio for the road less traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Did you enjoy your astrology sip in the Malbec Planetarium? I hope so. Well, let's see how that energy expands when we take it inside for a deeper meaning with I Chings and Scarlet Serenes. That's www.poetry.org/iiiCHINGSSRENES. I bet you won't meet me there tomorrow. Ashe. And we are back. So we've got 2 days left of Pluto retrograde. We went in on May 2nd in Aquarius, coming out on October 12th in Capricorn. So all the little details you carved out in that Aquarius spiritual rebellion, Aquarian age energy is going to get grounded in Capricorn energy once we come out on the 12th. Scorpios, this one's going to hit you harder than the other 11 houses because this is your ruling planet. Turning the page, we got Saturn in retrograde in Pisces going in on June 29th, coming out on November 15th. And this one hits the Capricorns and the Aquarius is harder than the other 10 houses because it's your ruling planet. But all the way across the board, Karma mails back packages that you ain't got to sign for when Saturn is busting a moonwalk in Pisces. And you can hear that motor running in the background, and that's the spirit world putting in that work to bring about emotional balance. So, if you've been dancing on the wrong side of issues crossroad, just brace yourself, man up, warm it up, take it on the chin, and learn. If you are dancing on the right side of the crossroad, then allow your ego self to continue to balance out with your spirit so you don't end up acting out in the wrong ways. Ashe, there are many rewards for spiritual mastery. All right, third out the gate, we got Neptune in retrograde, and Neptune is in retrograde from July 2nd, coming out on December 7th, almost said 2nd, in her own house, Pisces. So if you are a Pisces, baby, invoke the patience of Obatala because Neptune is in retrograde in its own house. And then your second planet, Jupiter, just went into retrograde on September. Um, October 9th. Sorry, I had those dates mixed up. I was thinking about Uranus. October 9th, Jupiter, which is Pisces' other planet, just went into retrograde in Gemini. And then Pisces is doing some work in Saturn's retrograde. So if you are a Pisces, just invoke the patience of Obatala, honey. You got a lot going on. But Neptune's retrograde increases our dream states and really pushes us deeper into putting our actions behind our intuitions and kind of almost forcing us to live what we say we believe. And then that goes right hand in hand with Uranus's retrograde that went in on September 1st. And we can buckle up, babies, because we're not coming out of Uranus's retrograde until January 30th of next year. So we have to be mindful of that. And you Aquarius babies, both of your planets are in retrograde, just like Pisces. So if you are Aquarius and or Pisces, then invoke the patience of Obatala, because at this particular moment, both of you have both of your ruling planets busting a moonwalk. And to top it all off, we've also got Chiron in retrograde, and that hits all 12 houses, and that's that trigger point in our astrology charts that speaks to the wounded healer. And that's going to come about to make sure you've grown where you need to grow, you've healed what you needed to heal, you forgive what you needed to forgive, and you learn what you need to learn so that you can move forward and ascending to the higher version of yourself, Aquarian age, 5D style. And there is your planetary retrograde report. If you need any assistance or some understanding on how these retrogrades affect you personally, according to these planetary placements in your chart, then give me a call at 314-200-0368. I am iiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. And when we come back, I'll get to your Thursday Tarot message. Ashe.
Before sight. Before sight of shells there were stanzas, stanzas of my soliloquies. Before sight of wisdom, before sight of worship, there was only my written word, Afoshe. Before sight of divination, before sight of Dafa, there were diaries, diaries in dozens. Before sight of revelation, before sight of reason, there were only my rhapsodomancies of rhyme, rearranged to rhythms of my lipstick-kissed alchemy, alchemies of my depths, my valleys, my mountains, my visions, my empathies, my testimonies, my joys, my sorrows, my love. Before sight of awakening, before sight of airwaves, before sight of anointing, there were archives of my allegories. Before sight Before sight of clarity, before sight of conversion and clergy call, there were collections of my ink prints. Before sight, before sight, before sight of prophecy, before sight of priestesshood, there was poetry, poetries that bear my fruit. There was me.
And we are back. So, if you're seeing this message, you are tapped into divine algorithm, and this is your message. This one is usually my general, just collective reading on Thursdays, and this kind of jumps out to whoever it applies to, switch it where it needs to be. But there is an emperor, someone in a high place, who is very brokenhearted about something. I'm willing to bet it's a woman. And this broken heart, the spirit says, is by this emperor's own arrogance and or self-deceit. So if you are estranged from a past lover, be prepared to receive some news, and it's some news pertaining to a love and a money opportunity. Because when you hear that buzzing sound getting closer and closer, and you know what that is? That is a trimmer. And what happens when you cut the grass? The snakes show themselves, don't they? So you're about to find out some revelations concerning a money matter and a broken-hearted emperor. So just be prepared and stay objective, because somebody's in their Queen of Pentacles energy or the space of chilling and developing abundance. And I'm feeling like since there's three swords here, that the message is giving me is that this is a mending between three broken hearts. Okay. And just be prepared, okay? Because it feels like some old things are trying to come back that you've already jumped timelines through with a new moon. And flipping the next card, oh, we got a King of Pentacles. So it's two couples here. And it seems like whoever is in this Queen of Pentacles energy has several options, because whatever happened in the midst of this heartbreak has pushed someone into abundance to where you got a message coming in, because you have the King, the Queen, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then you have the Emperor with three swords through the heart. And underneath the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess card. So, what's showing here is that perhaps the Emperor was more into material things concerning the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And something happened there that broke their hearts because they gave up the High Priestess. And if you are the High Priestess, ooh, and underneath it is the Justice card. So it feels like if this message is for you, it feels a lot like you're moving forward and you're operating more in this energy, and justice has been delivered around this emperor and this broken heart. But you are preparing to hear about it, because with the Six of Wands, there's another message coming in. And the name of the game is Stay Focused. Allow your discernment to help you decide if you want to take this person back or move forward. But what the spirit is giving me to give you is tread slowly and move carefully, because there's a Two of Cups energy right underneath, and I wasn't even going to look at that. So it looks like some love connections are going to be happening here, and there's Jupiter energy of expansion. So this is some kingdom unions. Let me look at one more underneath. Oh, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Wands. Then there's Justice, the High Priestess, the Stab through three hearts, King, Queen, and Knight of Pentacles. So it seems like a lot's about to get sorted out through several couples. I'm seeing several couples splitting apart, coming together, and finding that kingdom union that they need to be in. Because Divine alignments are the only relationships that will last, and sometimes you need space and time apart to sort out from all the poo. But be prepared to hear some news about a romantic situation that you never got closure on. Just be mindful that something about this is going to blow you away. But this is a read was done on the one, meaning the daily numerology one. So, whatever information that you're hearing regarding your love and finance life, because it feels like it's all tied up together, just be prepared for some serious and major changes. Make sure you're sitting down now, because this news is going to blow you away. That's my general message. If you would like a personal read, then by all means, dial the number across the screen, or you can use the pin site link in the lovely Shango package that I put in this video's description box. From there, you can book a private read on live or a pre-recorded one with a 24-hour turnaround. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. Be Whether I simmer or whether I blaze, either way, I'm too hot. Shango. The Jupiter Collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. All proceeds go to 222.9. The Mothership, Internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Thank you for joining me for this cosmic weather forecast. I certainly hope you gain some things that will help you have a beautifully aligned Shango blessed Thursday. If you're listening at the 9 o'clock hour, then stay tuned for my Wednesday nightly vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine and Exotic Mothers of Song. If you are listening at the 6 a.m. hour, then stay tuned for the Rising Bimbe to Shango before we get to your funky fire starter fathers of R&B old school song. Either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind and your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.